This is Quick Guide to Fashion History. Evolution of European fashion from 1900 to 1940s. First, the 1900s. European female fashion underwent a significant transformation. At the start of the decades, it retained the elaborate and structured elements of the late Victorian eras, with long skirts, corseted bodies, and pioneer-like dominated the scene. The decades have extremely hourglasses, figures, large bars, and long hips. Simple white and color glossy tucked into a long narrow skirt was the basic everyday look. The 1910s brought a much more natural silhouette. This period also saw the emergence of the S-curve silhouette, which moved away from the rigid clothes featured toward a more natural shape. If you see outfit with a ridiculous amount of lace and equally ridiculous side hats, it's probably from the 1910s. Overall, this period lays the groundwork for the more liberated and modern style that would emerge in the years to come.
The 1910s European women's fashion showcased a unique charm, blending the elegance of the Victorian era with avant-garde elements. Let's first explore the fashion trends of the early 1910s. Influenced by the Victorian era, women's clothing featured high waistlines, flowing skirts, and snug-fitting jackets. Women typically wore long blue skirts paired with high neck tops and elaborate headpieces, exuding an air of elegance. However, as the 1910s progressed, women's fashion evolved. With the onset of World War I, women became more involved in work and social activities, influencing their clothing choices. This period saw the emergence of more practical and comfortable attire, such as loose-fitting dresses and simple coats, reflecting women's pursuit of freedom and independence. By the late 1910s, women's fashion underwent another transformation. With the end of the war and societal shifts, women began to embrace more fashionable and avant-garde styles. Short skirts, off-the-shoulder dresses, and loose cuts became popular trends, showcasing women's confidence and independent spirit. Overall, the fashion of European women in the 1910 seconds was marked by diversity and change, ranging from the elegant Victorian style to the fashionable avant-garde.
The Western fashion of the 1920s, revolutionary impact on modern women's fashion today. Coming out of the aftermath of World War I, people were rediscovering the beauty and enjoyment of life, giving rise to a distinctly individualistic and independent spirit in women's fashion. During this period, straight-cut, low-waisted dresses were the main trend, shedding the constraints of tight corsets from the Victorian era. Dresses transitioned from an S-curve silhouette to a relatively loose H-curve silhouette, with shorter lengths offering more comfort and freedom. Graceful pleated shirt dresses and pastel-colored chiffon dresses were favorites for garden parties. The hallmark of evening gowns in this period was their emphasis on luxury, with a wide variety of accessories playing a crucial role, such as diamond tiaras, headbands, silk long gloves, and pearl necklaces. Additionally, metallic thread, embroidery, and sequin elements were also very popular. In the 1930s, women's fashion was relatively modest and dignified, yet it did not forsake the hard-won status of women. Overall, fashion during this period was eclectic, maintaining feminism while also reimagining elegance, specifically women's busts and waistlines, returned to a more natural state, transitioning from the previous straight silhouette to broader shoulders and slender torsos. Skirts hugged the hips and flared out at the hem, falling to mid-calf or just above the ankles. The most popular hairstyle was the permed waves, while the bell-shaped cloche hats, essential in the 1920s, gradually faded out around 1933, replaced by hats adorned with feathers or floral decorations.